Are you looking for the best diving air tank? Then you are welcome our RS Store channel. Today in this video, we are going to show some of the best diving air tanks that are best sold and reviewed in the last couple of months on Amazon. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product mentioned, be sure to. So let's get started with the video. Number 1. Catalina Pony Diving Air Tanks. Catalina Pony bottle tanks are the choice when you do not need a full-size tank. Many divers will carry a small pony bottle with a first and second stage regulator as an out-of-air source of air. While the spare air is great for emergencies, it is very small. A larger pony bottle could allow a safe return to the surface and include a safety stop as well. Solo divers are required to have a backup air supply, and a pony bottle fits this requirement. Technical divers often use different mixes of gases. A dive profile may require a staged gas, a mix of gas that is used at a certain depth in a dive profile. When needed, these gases are used only for a limited time, therefore a large quantity is not needed. Filling a full-size tank for a mix may be very expensive. Also, having a different size tank makes it less likely you will use it at the wrong time. What makes this tank stand out? Reliable redundant air source. Nitrox ready up to 40%. Staging bottles. Number 2. Sea Pearls 80 Aluminum Scuba Diving Air Tank. The Sea Pearls 80 Aluminum Scuba Diving Air Tank is becoming a very popular option for divers and paintball owners. Paintball guns use compressed air and many owners use scuba tanks to recharge their guns. These tanks meet the same standards as all other compressed air cylinders and are slightly lower in cost. The brands XS Scuba and Sea Pearls are not as well known as the other cylinder manufacturer brands on this list. XS Scuba has several brands including Sea Pearl and Metal Impact leading the manufacture of cylinders. Sea Pearl itself is the pioneer and leading supplier of coated dive weights. They have also become a major supplier of aluminum, steel cylinders, and accessories. The Sea Pearl's 80 aluminum cylinders are made by Metal Impact and are available in many bright colors. The Sea Pearl's steel tanks are manufactured by Faber, and they also distribute the Faber line in the US. Features: slightly lower cost. Range of color selection. Established manufacturing behind the brand. Number 3. Spare Air Original Mini Scuba Tank. Spare Air is a different product with a different purpose than the other dive tanks on this list. A device divers do not ever want a need for, however, many divers owe their lives to this device. Spare Air is a small 3 or 6 cf tank with a regulator. It is an emergency system if a diver runs out of air. It has enough air for only a few breaths but will get a diver back to the surface. In 1979, the inventor, while at 140 feet, he found he was out of air. Luckily, he was able to make an emergency swimming ascent and barely made it back to the surface. His near-death experience inspired him to create what is now called Spare Air. The Spare Air is a small hand-held cylinder and has a built-in regulator. When not needed, the Spare Air is clipped to your BCD. In an emergency, it is unclipped, turned on, and replaces your primary second stage in your mouth. There is enough air to make a safe ascent to the surface. The cylinder is refillable from your normal dive cylinder. Features: emergency air when you need it. Balanced single-stage regulator. Easy to refill. Number 4. Faber 80 CF Blue Steel Scuba Tank. The Faber 80 CF Blue Steel is the first steel cylinder on our list and our first high-pressure cylinder. Faber is an Italian company and produces the majority of steel dive cylinders and over 20% of all dive cylinders in the world. When compared to a standard 80 CF aluminum tank, the Faber 80 CF Blue Steel is smaller and lighter. That might sound strange, however, steel is stronger than aluminum, so you do not need as much of it, so it can be lighter. Second, the CF rating is the amount of air a tank holds at the rated pressure. Since the pressure is higher, the space holding the air will be smaller. Diving with a steel tank changes your dive weight requirements. Aluminum and steel tanks both have the same change in buoyancy as you use the air in them. However, the aluminum tanks go from a negative to a positive level, requiring you to wear weights to overcome the positive factor near the end of your dive. The steel tanks remain negative, so you dive with fewer weights. The Faber 80 CF Blue Steel is nitrox ready. Number 5. High Pressure 149 Steel Tank. If you must have a higher capacity scuba tank, then the High Pressure 149 Steel Tank is the best scuba diving tank for you. This scuba tank is around 29.33 inches tall from top to bottom, including the valves. You will definitely have sufficient gas for your dive, so you can go for deeper dives and stay longer underwater. Of course, if you consume gas at a faster rate, then you will end up with shorter dive times. Not to worry, your high-pressure 149 cf steel tank provides sufficient gas for a decent dive. Like all steel tanks, you will need to take extra care to prevent water or moisture from escaping inside. This means thorough cleaning and careful maintenance all the way. Highlighted features: high-capacity scuba tank above 3300 psi. Made of stainless steel for greater buoyancy and balance. High capacity at 149 cubic feet. Excellent for deep dives for a longer duration. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and like, share and comment on the video. Please enable your notifications bell icon so that you don't miss the next videos. You can check the price or purchase link in the description below.